All right, so we're going to pick up where we left off. I've got ng serve running here, and this here is the back end. So let's go ahead and start everything up. I have a couple of problems, I think, with the ping and sending messages, but we're going to check to see how the messages are working when we're routing them. Let me go ahead and fix my online time. So when I log in here, if I look at my Discord, the Discord here is going to represent what is coming into the channel, because I believe right here, hey Dead Rose 5, hello, how are you doing? How you doing there, Fallen Oak? Welcome back. So when we log in here, we've got my 4 bots registered, and when I look at the stream, the current stream has input and outputs to this channel in my Discord, as well as my Ali chat here on Twitch. And then also to WebSocket. So we can check over here, and we can run my WebSocket client. I believe I need to grab my WebSocket token here. Let's try that one again. Why isn't that kicking through? Just watch what happens when this thing runs. That's fine. I don't need to watch that anymore. Let's run this again. It's Dead Roses. No, it's actually, I'm fine. Let me go ahead and do a debug start new instance. Run that thing again. Okay, this time when it initiates, should just be reading the line. But where is this initiating the... Am I just supposed to send it my OAuth token? Because this is, when this is, oh, I see what's going on here. See, this has got an old OAuth token in here. So we want to change this one out, because this is getting passed along in the header. Right here. And then this one here is my, well, this would be the stream that I'm in. So if I look at this in the database, over here, and I refreshed it, and I opened out my streams. This one here. Okay, so we'll run it again. What sparked the name change? It's a good question. I think it's valid and pure. Okay, we'll connect this thing up. If I try to send this hello along WebSocket, again, now. My client is not connected. So we're going to check here on the WebSocket server, just here. When I get a connection inward, which is on my servers, I think, WebSocket off server. Got banned or give it another run here. And we're going to connect the WebSocket here again. That's really not happy with me here. The virtual for this is here, which is being called from here. So let's run it again and make sure that we're even connecting. It doesn't even act like that it's making a connection here. Let's check this one more time here. This bot that I've added is WebSocket inbound and outbound. So let's restart this. Why is it not ever adding my services? Let's just wait for that one more time. Okay, so we're adding my service here. So now when I run the WebSocket client, my client's not connected, but it should have connected. It seems like I hit an error there. That doesn't seem good. So what's going on here? My timer tick events. I want to get my path servers, which are equal to WebSocket. And if it doesn't contain the key, then I want to make the WebSocket, and then I want to join the WebSocket path. Let me go back to the parent here, where this is being invoked. Just check it again. Okay, it doesn't contain the key. So we're going to join that would be if we need to join it. But if not, I'm going to add it to my new services. Right there. So that happened because this is already in there, this stream ID. Because this is a server ID and this is a stream ID. Okay, so hold on. If my new services list of my stream.id, then what I want to do is I want to join the WebSocket path, which is a stream ID. Second. But your server here it's a WebSocket auth server. That's done by servers, right? You're yelling? I'm not yelling. How are you doing, man? Let's see. So I think this should be for each server inside of the WebSocket bot. So we're going to say that this is my server ID. Like that. And I think that should resolve it. Let's try it again. I'm dual booting Linux and Windows. I've got a FreeNAS behind me which got like 5 boxes on it. Let's log in. And this time when I check in with the WebSocket client, it's not going to work until it joins the stream, so that won't work yet. So yeah, BRB. My condolences. That's all fine and dandy. Now it should connect over WebSocket. But I think what I'm passing in is not the right thing, right? because my WebSocket service is passing in a path of a server ID. So let's critically think through this. For each stream in here, I'm looking at each one of my paths, and if it doesn't have the server ID, then if my server doesn't have it, then I'm creating one and I'm joining my server, and I'm adding this to my path server dot server ID. Because this is going to make it join the path, which is a server. So when I look at this again in my SQL server, at the servers, I want this WebSocket server, so I'll copy that one in to my test app. Let's try it again. Everything started, we give it a login. Check out my WebSocket server, log in. I don't think it joined yet. Takes a second for it to pull my WebSocket bots. There it is. So now it's joined. So now when I join the WebSocket, it should work. And it did. There it is. And so now we're connected over the WebSocket. So what I should be able to do is when I look at my stream here, I should be able to sending a message here. Oh, this is gonna fail because I didn't update this stuff. Let me change this down here to be my server here will be this one. And then this one. And my user is the same. Just because of how the database is set up. We'll run it again. Wait for it to connect to WebSocket. Okay, here are my outbound bots. Let me go to streams here, and when I look at this, I'm going to create a new bot here. There, it's joined the WebSocket. And I want to look at my streams here, and I want to create a new route to a inbound TCP bot. And then I also want to create an outbound TCP bot. And now I will join the WebSocket. And connect it. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. So now I've connected. over in my chat, I can watch this down here, and I should be able to send a message and see it here from my bot. This is great. Now I want to send a message here from my Discord bot, and I'm going to say, this is from the chat client, and we'll send that. Okay, something nulled out here. TCP message event args on message event in server TCP auth server 312. That's interesting. So let's take a look at why that happened. I don't care about the disconnect event. Let's reconnect now. Try it again. Okay, we need to wait for it to join the WebSocket. There it is. Now we can join the WebSocket. And we can go ahead and send this out and do a test from the WebSocket. Didn't send because we didn't see it here, so it did send correctly. If I look at my Discord, I see test from the WebSocket, so it's posting. And this time I want to set my outbound bot as Twitch, and I'm going to do a sending a message. I'm going to send this out, and my e.message and my data is null, or we're gonna say my string dot is null, or white space of my e dot packet dot data dot trim, and it's equal to pong. So that should fix the error. My mouse feels weird. It's crazy to be back on Windows. Hey, Flykin. Welcome back to Windows. Why are you back on Windows as opposed to Linux? I think you can watch Twitch on both. Okay, that's it joining the WebSocket path. Now I can join it here, and I can do a test message. And over here we can join the stream. And there it is. Now we can select an outbound bot, and I can say hello as well and send that out. Okay, that's no longer failing. And there it is. And if I look here in Twitch, I can see that coming in from that one. And I could send it here from the WebSocket, which is a hello from the WebSocket, and we could send that out. There it is, from WebSocket bot 1. And then here is my TCP bot, and this is a hello from the TCP bot. That one didn't seem to quite take yet. So if I look at this one for where I do my routing, and I receive my message here, as a path TCP, I don't even see it hitting here. Hold on, what's going on? It's not letting me set my breakpoint where I want. That's okay. If I look at my args here, it says my provider here is Twitch. Okay, that's not right. So on the front end, when I'm sending that across the pipe here, and I look at get provider type, we're going to do a alert here of my type. And it's capital, which is what I was afraid of. So if I was to stop this one and look for TCP in my solution, case sensitive, oh God, I don't want to do it like that. We'll just change it over here. Run it again. Why not VMware some distros? That's what I'm saying, man. I got my FreeNAS behind me cranking away. It's running all sorts of stuff right now. We'll join the stream. And this time as a TCP bot, we're going to send an outbound message. And I want to make sure I'm receiving it here on WebSocket. I'm going to say hello from WebSocket and send it. And this time it's parsed my message correctly. And here it is from hello from TCP, as well as my message. This is great. So all my different bots and routings are working correctly now. That's a big step. All right.